Well, the pro-life movement's prayers are being answered. I am here today on the steps of the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C., as the oral arguments for the Texas heartbeat law commence. And as you can see behind me, the pro-life movement is out in full force, singing, praying, and keeping vigil on this crucial day at the start of these hearings.
People misunderstand the importance of this Texas case because everyone has been saying, oh, it's really narrowly tailored, it doesn't deal with abortion. But it does in a way, because if we prevail in this case, it'll mean that the Department of Justice and other federal agencies will not be able to come in and interfere with state law. Remember, this year the pro-life community has passed 71 pieces of state legislation. Virtually none of them get past the federal court or the Federal Court of Appeals.
Modern day feminism says that we have to be man-haters and we have to embrace abortion. We have to harm another person by killing our offspring through the violence of abortion. Well, that's not what the original feminists thought. That's not what Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton and so many others, they felt that we could be empowered, we could have equality, and we could embrace our dreams and visions and goals while also embracing our children. So to be pro-woman is to be pro-life. And so just like the suffragettes wore sashes, we're wearing our sashes that say end abortion violence, end infanticide, equal rights for preborn women. And that's why we're out here today in front of the Supreme Court, because women reject abortion violence. And I know Planned Parenthood doesn't represent me. Planned Parenthood and the abortion lobby don't represent millions and millions of women across the nation. They're a well-funded lobbying organization that makes profit off the killing of innocent children and exploiting women. So it's critical that we're out here today in front of the court, praying and believing that we're going to have an outcome that upholds the Texas law and that upholds the dignity of women and children.
I'm hoping that it's allowed to stand. I'm hoping that the courts allow states to make the decisions, to make the laws in their states, because people elect these officials to make laws in their states, and we should be able to do that to protect our unborn citizens. And so I'm hoping that it's upheld.
This law is literally protecting hundreds of preborn children every day. We just had a new study come out from the Texas Policy Evaluation Project in August. Before this law was being enforced, we had 5,300 abortions in Texas. In September, after the law was enforced, only about 2,100. So this law has stopped about 60% of the abortions taking place. So there's good research showing laws do work, and this heartbeat law is protecting hundreds of preborn children in Texas every day.
Well, it's incredible. I am a former abortion clinic worker. I'm also a woman who has had multiple abortions. And so to be here, it is a little surreal. I was walking here and talking to my husband, and I'm like, what am I doing here? But this is how the Lord is redeeming my story. He's giving me opportunities to come and speak and share and, hopefully change some hearts and change some minds. And so it's incredible to be able to be here.
This particular case is going to kind of more make a mark for the states. I think the case on December the 1st is going to be the bigger impact. While all of these cases dealing with abortion is an impact, because abortion is an impact to our nation. It's killing babies every day. And so I think each time there's a case that's being argued at the court, they make their own impact of a different direction. This one's focused more on the DOJ, keeping people accountable. This is for when there's a 6-week heartbeat. So there is life. And so I think the impact is to bring it to the forefront that there's a life, there's a heartbeat there. My heart beats, your heart beats, and so does that baby at 6 weeks. So I think the impact of that is to really bring out that is a life in the womb. So, we started out here October the 1st, and we've actually been out here now at the beginning of every single month, and we'll be out here in December in prayer. Prayer seems to be answered here more and more, and each time we have prayer with candlelight vigils, as you can hear, there's music in the background. We feel like the prayer with God and His grace, we are going to see more of a change towards life than what we have in the past. And so I think this case and December the 1st, I think we're going to get a good outcome.
LifeSite News will be bringing you all of the important updates on this law, as well as the December 1st hearing for the Mississippi law. So please stay tuned and keep up the prayer support ahead of these laws and other crucial abortion hearings, which will be happening during the Supreme Court session. You can find all of that and more at lifesitenews.com. In Washington, D.C., I'm Danielle Zuccaro, LifeSite News.